Lafayette's Rockin' Alternative 106.3. It's Clint hanging out with you on a Thursday, and I've got some guests in studio. We're ringing the new year right with Marcelle Fontenot and Jim Hummel of News 15, the new team, 5, 6, and 10. Mm-hmm. How y'all doing?
We're good.
Yeah, pretty good. It's been a rush.
Well.
I'm about to say, y'all were talking to me before, saying it's definitely weird kind of getting to have to dress up again.
Yeah, ties, didn't quite miss ties over the past few
Makeup,
months. All that stuff. But it's been like kind of the first week back to school in a way, just kind of getting back into a routine.
Yeah.
But it's something familiar, but it's been great.
Yeah, we've been working. We've been at News 15 since mid-October, and just not on air.
Yeah.
And so Jim's right. Like, we had a little time to get in and get a feel for things. And now here we are hitting the ground running, doing what we love.
Mm-hmm. And how's that been? You know, you said you've been with them since October. Making that transition over from from the competition to News 15 now, being part of that family, how has that been, the transition? How receptive has everybody been? I know there's been a lot of people. Go ahead.
The transition has been beautiful.
Yeah.
From in-house at News 15, we walked in and we knew that it could be weird to have us there, and especially under the circumstances. But we saw family right away. Everybody greeted us with open arms, brought us in, showed us the ropes, and it's been really, really comforting from internally and then externally. We can't discredit what Acadiana has done over the past few months. We are still overwhelmed.
It's been wild. I think, before we started, we went to lunch with a bunch of the news folks from new folks from News 15, and we just kind of meshed right away, which was nice, and they've all been so gracious to welcome us in. Like Marcelle said, these kind of transitions sometimes can be a little awkward, but it's just been pretty easy from day one.
And, one of the things that I've just taken away from it early on is realizing, hey, you've also got guys like Scott Braza, who you've worked with for years and years. I can imagine that helped the transition a little bit more, knowing that some of your family from the previous place of employment to now, it's still kind of there.
Oh, yeah. We continued the party and just in a new building. And, yeah, we have quite a few people who are working with us now at News 15 that we have worked with in the past. And
I think 10, right? We added up one day.
We did.
It was like 10 or 11 people. So there were a lot of familiar faces. Plus, like, this business is it's so small, and you kind of know everybody anyway. I know there's competition and all that, but at the end of the day, everybody's colleagues in the business.
And I think that gives some credit to News 15 as well, that they knew that people who were here and invested in this community, they found a way and they wanted to stay here. And so they said, come on over, we'll do what's necessary, and we'll keep you here in Acadiana telling the stories of the people here.
Hanging out with Jim Hummel and Marcelle Fontenot, the new news team with News 15. I haven't seen news a lot.
Actually, I like that.
That kind of give me a beat, and that might be good to go.
Slogan there.
But say I'm gonna make sure I slow down when I say it next time, because I was running out of breath saying new news team at News 15 from
say
5.
It again.
No, war. So talking with y'all right now, Marcelle, obviously you're from the Acadiana area. You've been here a long time. You know what this community is like. And obviously there's been a lot of outpouring of appreciation for y'all being able to stick around in the market. How important it is for you to stay in Acadiana and continue to hone your craft here?
Yeah, I'm a local girl, Opelousas, born, raised, bred, and I've been here. I haven't left. That has been a choice. And so when this all happened in mid-year last year, it was startling, because for the first time in a long time, I thought I may be forced to leave the area. And I didn't want that. My family's here. My children are invested in this community, as am I. And I did not want to leave. I haven't left in 19 years, and this was not the time that I would have chosen to go. However, you got to do what you got to do, right, in life. But fortunately, this opportunity came up, and here we are. Still grounded and invested in this community. No, Jim's not technically a local boy, but he is.
I think I've become one.
You have.
Yeah, right?
You as Cajun and Creole as they come.
That's what I was going to say, because obviously, you're from New York, if I'm not mistaken, so you spent a lot of time in different markets. What made you kind of say, hey, I want to stay here in Lafayette, Louisiana?
Yeah, it's 15 years ago next month that I drove down. I sold everything, whatever I could fit in my car, and drove down here sight unseen. And I remember it was kind of scary at first, but I found a real sense of community here that just stuck with me. And I think after I got over that hump of growing pains and learn to peel my own shrimp and do that. It's just sort of, it's become home. It's felt like home.
And whether you're from here or not, and you've lived here for a while, there's no denying who the people are in this community. And it's people at the end of the day that make this place what it is. And that is something we are very grateful for, that we've been able to bring over to News 15 with us, is the fact that we're not letting this community go. Mm-hmm. We are hyper local, and we are hyper focused on telling the stories of Acadiana and the things that matter right here at home. And the News 15 train is definitely on that track.
I got one more question. It's directed towards Jim.
Yeah.
Is Crawdad making its way to News 15, or is it going to go under a new name?
I was just thinking about that yesterday. It's been like 10.
Yes.
I think we had 10 or 11 years going with. I don't even know if I can say that name. I don't know if it's.
Right. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, is it going to go under a new name?
Well, TBD. I think that's.
Ooh, good tease there.
Yeah, TBD.
We'll figure that out.
See.
We'll figure it all out.
2024.
Yeah. Jim, Marcelle, thank y'all so much for coming out here. Make sure don't be a stranger, guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely love having a great conversation with y'all. Gonna make sure to tune in to y'all. The new news team at News 15.
Yeah.
Pass it to your creative team and say, hey, throw me a few bones in terms of royalties. 5, 6, and 10. 5, 6, and 10 each and every night on News 15. Got to keep it rocking on right here on 106.3.